Hello, it's the Art Monarch, and here today I'm making some tiny doodles inside of my sketchbook. Very miniature scaled drawings here. And as you can see, I did make a few before I started filming, which I like. I find that when I'm not filming a video, I make better drawings, basically. So I started out, I drew a couple of these, filled an entire page, and I had a lot of fun with these. I tried making them as small as possible and detailed, which is what I like to always do, but these in particular are very fine, and I used a 003 Pigma Micron, and this is a dark brown color, which I like. It gives it a more steampunk, almost diesel punk feel to it, an old school retro style mixed with a futuristic one. I made these tiny bugs, and I really like these. These are some of my favorite. Now, I should have done another page, but I think maybe later this month I'll start doing 3-4 pages all at the same time and do a lot of more drawings. But anyways, I like the sphere, the little nanobot that's a small ball that maybe these are transformers. Some of these are transformers and they can be taken apart, and I like them. You know what? I wish that there was a finer Pigma Micron nib, maybe an extremely tiny nib where you would have to use a microscope to look under. Maybe I'll have to do that. Maybe I'll have to make my own pen, okay? I'll create my own ink pen, and it will be very fine. But I'll have to get a microscope for that. That might look good on a video, actually. If I point the camera down into the microscope and then you can see very tiny details, or you've probably seen some microscope videos before where you're zooming into maybe an orange or an apple and you can see all the little microscopic bugs or whatever moving around. I'm not sure what you would call them, but maybe do something like that. Not too zoomed in, because when you zoom in too much, it kind of creeps you out a little bit when you see all the little tiny things moving around. But maybe I'll do something like that in the future where I'm drawing on a micro scale. What I tried doing with the Pigma Micron here was tilting it at a certain angle to make it more fine, the line more detailed, because I noticed that sometimes with the Pigma Microns the lines are a little inconsistent, but that's mainly because I push down too hard on the page and then the nib gets messed up. You have to use it at a certain angle, which I don't like, and that's really my fault, and that's my problem. But I think these were pretty fine, and I had a pretty good time with this. Now, what are these nanobots specifically for? I'm not exactly sure, but in this case, I would say they're for mass surveillance. Maybe some huge corporation has taken these nanobugs and used them to survey the population, and maybe they even have some kind of nanovirus. I don't know. I might use these in my next comic that I'm going to start next year in 2025. I think it would be a pretty good addition, a pretty good thing to add to the story. These nano robots that you can't see. Tiny nano robots. It's a very dangerous way of surveillance, which, who knows, maybe it's already in effect. Maybe the population has already been overtaken by these microscopic robots. Chances are we've had that technology in the past 50 or 60 years. Obviously, the government doesn't want you to know that. But, in my opinion, I think that's already a thing and we're being surveyed. Maybe a little paranoid. I know. Probably not. I mean, realistically, that's not a thing, but definitely within the next couple of decades, that'll be rolling out. And I'm just putting it out there. I mean, let's be honest. Is your government going to tell you about nanobots taking over and invading your homes? I don't think so. So here I am, your local YouTuber, your friendly artist, here to tell you about the nanobots that are taking over. Not really, I'm joking. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke, okay? Maybe not in 50 years from now. It'll just be me telling the future. But there you have it, the drawings that I made here today, and I'll be making a lot more, obviously. A lot more ink. I'll go back into drawing with black ink. I think I've done a little too much of the brown ink for now. Although I really do like the dark brown ink. It gives a little bit of flavor and texture, I guess. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching.